Hey, welcome back to the ranch today, guys. And what we have for you today is kind of a special treat, especially for us. And I got to admit, one of the neatest things about being a content creator is people and companies send you all kind of really neat, interesting products to test out. Well, that's what we're doing today. And this is one I actually have a really high personal interest in. So let's check it out. That is wicked. Okay, so first impressions, I'm just going to say, that is a really well manufactured, very nicely built piece of equipment. You can just tell, you can see it. The castings on the injection molding is clean. The welds are pretty much impeccable. It's gorgeous. You got a serviceable hub here that has actively got lots of liquid and lubricant all over it. Looks like it's just a cap. You can access your bearing assembly. So this is what we're talking about here. I don't know if I have a tape measure. I'm going to have to find one. So if you go ahead and look at this drive sprocket here, okay? This drive sprocket, its overall dimension here, I'm just looking at it and going to guess it to be about 12 inches, maybe 12 and a half, 13 inches. Now let's go look at the wheeler and compare. So these are 27 12/12s. So looks like it's a little low too. So 27 12/12, we're 27 inches tall, we're 12 inches wide, and we have a 12-inch rim or wheel. So that sprocket is roughly the same size as my actual wheel here. So that's our actual final drive. So for every single rotation that sprocket turns, it's going to give you a determined amount of travel on the ground. And every rotation of this tire, it's the outside diameter or circumference that determines your final gear ratio. So we're reducing that by a whole bunch. And so we're going to end up with a lot more torque. It's going to reduce your top speed, but I don't think anybody wants to do 45 miles an hour tracks on. I don't. So that's what I'm really excited about, how much additional traction and how much additional torque and ground pulling force we're going to have with this machine, because we do a ton of it with this. It's like our little mini tractor, if that makes any sense. Ooh, what do we got? Oh, it's in French. Does me no good. Oh, let's see. There we go. Oh, here we go. Guidelines and adjustments. You can go right on. QR code. We'll check that out. So we lived in Alaska for 8 years, and I was around a lot of track systems. We had them up at work, and they had some on some Humvees and Snowcats and, all kinds of different stuff. So I'm pretty familiar with them, but I've never personally had any or got to put any of them on my own equipment. So we're pretty excited about this. Oh, these things are nasty. I'm excited. Okay, so here we go. So you can already see the profile of these tracks. These are very rounded. These are the tracks that go on the front of the machine. Very concave. So I assume that it's to help you with turning. And you can see there's a slight radius on the bottom of this, a rocker, where the rear tracks are very flat. If the bottom of the track was extremely flat, it would be really hard to turn this because you'd be making contact in the front and the rear at all times. So hence the design of them. Got here, looks like our hardware for mounting this stuff. There we go. Those things are wicked. What do we have? Oh, really? All right. Nice. Keywayed CNC cut. So here's your adapter kit. I don't know much about it yet. We're going to find out. I do believe this is the stuff you put on the wheeler and it stays on there. And we'll be able to convert it back to wheels when we need to. Okay, so this is the adapter kit, the conversion kit. And it is brand specific. So this is going to be different for every machine you purchase or machine you own. So if it's Honda or Polaris or whatever, it's going to be a different kit here. But the tracks are going to be the same. Near. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and register our tracks and go through the prompts. Check that out. Made in America. You know, it's not very often these days that you get to find a product that is made in America, so that's pretty exciting. All right, we got the tracks registered, serial number, name, address, email, the basics. So they're registered for warranty information, all that good stuff. Now we're going to go to the owner manual installation guidelines and adjustments. Another QR code. Torque wrench there. It does have a spec or a torque spec and value. I don't have my torque wrench down here right now, so we'll address that later, but we're just bumping them up for right now. They don't appear to require much in the way of torque, so. Okay, so that's pretty simple. All you do is replace a couple of brake line clamps and adjust one, and then bolt this on. It's pretty simple. Yeah. All right, my helpers. See, nice and easy.
Sit down first.
Okay, whoa, don't push too much. We're gonna push off the jack. We got it. We got it, mate. We got it. That, dude. It's kind of awkward on the back side here because I'm not really in a good position. There we go. Oh, don't worry. You're gonna get to do a lot.
That one from right here on the bottom of the thing. If this falls off, I blame Chris. You did.
Kind of like a scattered from this. Want some help lining it up?
Nope.
You did her already?
Yeah, man.
All right, Tristan's getting his hands on this side. That way I can film and they can sweat.
I'm sitting on this side.
There you go, little lift kit on this side. Yeah. Yeah, look at that articulation. Oh, that is so bad. That is so bad. Love it. Thing is wicked.
You only go about 2 miles an hour backwards.
Oh, I love it. That thing is so low geared now. Oh, I can't wait to mob it. All right, we got them on. I think we have them adjusted right. We're gonna go back through it again and check everything out. Hey, look, we're carrying some stuff. We got a little dip over here, and we're just gonna go through it a few times, a little hill over there, and just show you folks how the track system articulates under the machine. They don't just stay flat front and rear tracks. They'll do this to contour the ground. We saw it coming off the trailer. It's pretty neat. It's wild. This thing feels like a tank now. And like I was saying earlier, the reduced gear ratio, it's unbelievable. It's first gear is like ultimate crawler gear now, which I was used to it being kind of leggy and tall because we had oversized tires. Well, not the case now. This thing in fourth gear barely goes anywhere. It's awesome. I mean, that's what you want in a machine like this. You want it really low geared with a ton of power and it'll crawl a telephone pole. So let's do it.
I go nice and close and watch how these guys react.
Okay, Elliot's gonna give it a go. Out here, nice and easy, boy. Real easy. Front and rear brakes. Yep. Just a nice slow descent. It's pretty wicked. Wicked. We've had these things like 5 minutes and we're out trying to wreck them. We're breaking them in the Tick Creek Ranch way right here, folks. That's pretty badass, isn't it? That thing's gnarly. It's like, I don't know. I think you can probably, disclaimer, you can probably get yourself in a lot of trouble with these things. I mean, you can probably go places you might not should be. So, that's our kind of style. I like it. Man, that thing is gnarly. You can tell we're like a bunch of 12-year-old boys out here like, ah! Yeah, these things are, I mean, I don't know. I can't really explain it. The words aren't doing it justice, the way it feels. The center of gravity, the traction, the stability, it's wild. It's like a completely different machine. It doesn't feel like my old four-wheeler at all. Yeah, so you've ever been in a heavy piece of equipment, you know, a loader versus a dozer, backhoe, skid steer with tracks or tires. That's the difference in the feel here. I mean, it's just a totally different animal. Again, it's not like my old four-wheeler. It's a completely new machine, feels different, acts different, and will literally almost crawl a telephone pole. It's awesome. We love it. Okay, so I think we're gonna say this is Tick Creek Ranch approved. It's an awesome product. First impressions between the unboxing, the installation, and now using it. Thoroughly impressed. American made, high quality. Looking forward to snow. I can't believe I'm saying that, but I want to see what this thing will do in the snow, which I know it's going to be amazing. So that's it from us here today. We're going to come back and show you folks some more videos of this and what it's capable of doing. And, you know, we really appreciate you guys sticking around. So on your way out, if you don't mind, like, share, subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you on the next one here at Tick Creek Ranch. Thanks. Okay.